Hey everyone, Alucard here with some important announcements with my, well rather for my Etsy shop. And there is some good and there is some bad, and before I go any further, I'd like to say that I believe that transparency is pinnacle when it comes to running a business, especially one that's between a random guy and a community, like let's say Ghostbusters community, Toho community, and so on and so forth. With that said, I'll go with the bad news first, so I could get that out of the way and leave on a good note, or rather good notes. The bad thing is, and it's sad to me to do this, but I must increase prices on all my items and across the shop. It pains me to do this, but even though I'm back on my feet because of everyone's support thus far, I'm only still scraping by, barely making ends meet, and it's causing problems. It's rough, and I can't live like this much longer. So unfortunately, that's something I'm just have to do, and I apologize for it. I wish I could sell my items at the prices they originally were, but it's just not plausible for me to live on, and let alone if I want to follow my desire to move to a bigger location, to get more printers, different machines, so I can offer more varied items, maybe even hire some help. But as it stands, if I just keep doing this as is and barely scraping by, I'm not going to be able to do any of that. So it's something I'm going to need to do, and if I'm looking for myself personally in the long run, something I'm going to need to do. And again, I apologize for that. If I lose any business because of it, I understand. As someone who buys a lot of things, I understand. And I won't hold that against anyone. So I get it. It sucks. So that's the big bad news, the elephant in the room, if you will. The good news is I have actually a lot of good Ghostbusters news. This past month, I was able to knock out 25 PKE meter orders within the span of a week and a half. What this means is that I'm going to be able to bust out all current orders faster, and in the future, starting May 1st, for the May 1st run, I'll be able to offer more at the given time. Excuse me. The goal is that by the end of the year, I'm hoping to have these on a ready-to-ship basis. It'll still be done by runs, but I'm hoping to be able to offer these at the beginning of every month and have these ready, built, processed, everything that quality checked, and these could just go right out the door. No waiting on these crazy lead times. With that also said, I'm also now comfortable with working on new Ghostbusters things. Of course, I got a lot of questions about, pack, particle thrower, and trap, all from real Ghostbusters, of course. And I will be working on the particle thrower next. I don't have a whole lot of information yet, so please don't ask for price or time frame, because I don't even know. I can say some things though. Price range, it's likely to be in the same price range as the EGB, the Extreme Ghostbusters Particle Gun. I don't see it being that far off. There are And also, I plan on having these ready to ship as well. I don't want to have too many things with too many lead times. I want to be able to get them out the door whenever I'm done with 5, 10, or however much I can do in a single given time. With that said, that is kind of the downside. I'm only going to be able to offer little of them at a time because these are going to be bigger, more time and labor intensive items. And this is going to be how it is from now on with new Ghostbuster items, is that I'm going to really try my best to kill any sort of lead times. I think that's the fairest way to go about things. Even if it is limited qualities, at least there's not going to be any wait times. And again, something I apologize for. Before I move to Extreme Ghostbusters, I want to get this out here. I've gotten a few requests already to get these, or have these being able to order it in custom colors. And I've also gotten some questions outside of orders off to the side whether or not I can do custom colors. So I just want to get this out there and saying, yes, it's possible at no extra charge. 9 times out of 10, if you want a specific color scheme, I could do it. I have a collection of colored filaments, and as long as you're not asking for specific shades of something, it can be done. So if you want, I did the Extreme Ghostbusters version where everything's all gray, like the antenna. I got that a few times. I had someone who wanted a darker blue body and a black top. Perfectly fine, no extra charge. If you want something that's completely black, sans switches and the knobs, easy. If you I don't know, if your troop or your Ghostbusters team has like a red theme or like a yellow theme, if you want the whole thing in red or yellow, simple, can do. So I just wanted to get that out there. Hopefully that will answer some future questions. And on to Extreme Ghostbusters, because I have some news about that. Not as big as news, as I'm going to work on a new item for that, because most of my time is going to be heading to real Ghostbusters. That's what more people want, and I'm happy to do so. I am planning on a version 1.75 of the PKE meter. It's not going to be the big, glorious redesign that I wish I could do. But that's going to still be down the road. But I have an idea that will make it easier for me and offer a better lighting situation. I'm going to be working on that within the week, and maybe I'll have some of those prototypes up for sale. So I'm going to be using it on failed print bodies, but I'll get to that later. And I think the lighting situation will be better, and I think people will enjoy it more. And I think it will be a bit more. Oh, it will actually be more accurate to the show. It's nothing crazy like sound or using some sort of chip to control the lights, but I think I found a pretty neat workaround for that. Also with EGB is I've gotten few reports about Kylie's proton guns and some smaller problems with those. I am working on re-engineering those areas that they need work on. The lid, I know the lid can be hard to pull off, so on my next one, the one I'm currently working on now, I'm implementing these new ideas into them. The other problem area is the trigger. I am going to redesign the trigger. I think the problem that one customer had right now is that it was likely due to the package being abused by the Postal Service. But I don't want to spread any flame or anything. But I think it's still something I can work on and can make better. So it's something I'm going to do before anything else silly comes on. And it's that design, that trigger design has always kind of been iffy. It's worked well on the prototypes and the first few I sold, but I think it would be better if I just redesign it in the for future ones. Yeah, and I think that's it for news. There might be some new products here and there, but it's only going to be small, like cosplay related things. Nothing as big as Ghostbusters stuff. I might even have some surprises too. Small little surprises I can offer. But with that said, and again, okay, now I think I have everything down. Alright, and again, I apologize I have to raise the prices. It, again, really pains me to do it, but I have to do it. And to leave on a good note, I really appreciate all your guys' support, patience, faith, and all the goodwill. I'm where I'm at now because of you guys, and every time I get tagged in a post on like Instagram or Twitter saying, hey, I just got my new PKE meter from the Scarlet Impaler, it's awesome. That stuff brings a lot of joy to me, that I'm able to basically offer happiness, and it really motivates me to work and do hard work, to stay up for 24 or 30 hours at a time, and it motivates me to want to be able to offer more and to continue doing this. So I appreciate it all, and thank you everyone. Have yourselves... Oh! I forgot. These new changes... I'm sorry. These new changes will take place for the May 1st run. PKE meters, so... please bear that in mind. And again, I thank you. I thank everyone for everything. I thank everyone for everything. So you guys have yourself a good night, and thanks for watching. And again, thanks for all the support.